this little video I was just going to fuck around a little bit, and I just wanted to show off some of the different artillery you can get, or support I should say. And then I also just wanted to get suggestions from anybody on what type of battles I should play, if I should play custom battles or if I should play a certain battle. If anyone wants me to see me play anything, I do own every single combat mission, so I can play any of the combat missions. Right now I think on this computer I only have Black Sea and Final Blitzkrieg installed, but I do own the other ones on my laptop. So as far as artillery, you always need a radio to call them in. If you call them in before the game even starts, it's like a preemptive attack, so they come in on the map right away. Whereas like, let's just see. So you got artillery, formations, you've got air support, or you can, like here's a Thunderbolt fighter bomber, here's a P-51 Mustang fighter bomber, Thunderbolts. I guess that's all there probably is. Mustangs. I don't know airplanes very well. P-47s. Artillery, what I like to use, just because it's cheap, is the heavy mortars. And I used some of those on the map that I was attacking the German city. Now here's something I use sometimes, which is kind of inaccurate, but it's just kind of a terror weapon. They're rocket batteries. One time I got my older brother, to play with me on the Italian version. I use the Americans and he used the Italians because he thinks he's so good. And I I just bought like 4 of these, which they shoot, I forget how many rounds they have with them. It's a crazy amount of rounds. I'll show you here in a second. But cannon batteries, I guess I'm not even sure what these come from. It says M18 8-inch, so I don't know if that's a howitzer or what that is exactly. I'll go ahead and buy a couple of those. These are super expensive, which I would probably never really buy in a real scenario, but I do just want to check some of them out. Some 155s, I'm pretty sure that's just a howitzer. I'm not sure what it means by cannon. Those actually are probably from a ship, now that I think about it. Those are probably from like a battleship or something along those lines. Buy some heavy howitzers. What I would actually buy in a match though is like heavy mortars. Maybe I'd buy a rocket battery. And then sometimes it's nice to have like medium howitzers, these 105s. That's pretty effective. I'll just buy a couple more. Headquarters teams, and then there we go. But yeah, if you want me to play a certain battle or anything from a certain side, or like infantry versus infantry, or night attack, or in certain weather, using certain gear, or whatever, I really don't like to play the campaigns. I mean, they're pretty well designed, and they carry over, sometimes they carry over casualties from the previous battle, so that can be kind of fun. But I like the custom-made battles because most of them are from people that play the game. I'm also probably going to do a video on how to build a scenario. I've built scenarios for like Shock Force, Afghanistan, Combat Mission, I think it's just called Normandy, maybe? I don't know, there's so many of them, I forget all the names, but alright, so let's check this map out. So I just bought fucking 100 forward observers just to show you off. So
Roger. Fire mission request. Out.
This probably lagged my computer up a little bit, but that's alright. It's gonna be sweet.
Request fire mission over. Request fire mission.
I guess I didn't realize, but at the beginning of the game, you can use one guy to call in all the preemptive strikes, so I didn't need that many.
Roger. Fire mission request. Out. Request fire mission over.
Against my brother, though, when I was playing, he was the Italians. He bought a bunch of. I was attacking him, but I had just bought a bunch of these, like 3 of these rockets. Or no, I bought 4 of them. They shoot 240 apiece. I think that's the same for the Italian game. But I had like basically hit him with like 1,200 rockets, and it didn't even destroy all the stuff. But what it did is expose a lot of his guys because it made him run around, and then I just hit him with precision on-map mortars, like medium mortars. And if you're the Italians, you really don't have much to work with, unfortunately. So he's like, thanks for wasting my time, because they're just kind of cheap, but it is funny. So these guns I've never used, so I'm interested to see. They're not they're not ships though, like I expected them to be. So if anything survives this, I'm gonna be pretty surprised.
Roger. Fire mission request. Out.
So right here we got heavy mortars, tons of rockets. Here we got heavy fucking howitzers, I guess they'd be described as, or cannons, there's what they were called, but now I'm going to start overlapping, so.
Request fire mission over. Request fire mission out.
The reason I do this sometimes with this game is to just, I'll buy all the different types of tanks or all the different types of support, because it's just good to know how much ammo they actually have and if it's worth it. Because some shit you'll buy and it'll have, like a tank you'll buy and it'll have 30 HE rounds and 10 AP, and the whole purpose you buy it is you thought it'd be a good anti-tank, but it just doesn't have a lot of AT rounds, or AP, excuse me.
Request fire mission out.
This is gonna be awesome though.
Request fire mission over. Roger. Fire mission request. Out.
Now, I would never be able to afford this amount because I did like 100% advantage for me. So, I would only be able to afford half this basically in a real scenario. Because I gave myself extra 100% advantage.
Fire mission over.
This can be loud.
Request fire mission out.
So these have 384. These are the xylophone rockets, the T-27E2s. What are these? T-34 Gallipoli, or no, those. How do you pronounce that? I think that's supposed to be a G. But those are mounted. These rockets, I think, were mounted on Shermans. These are like stationary rockets, so looks like you're gonna want to go with the stationary ones because they just provide way more rounds.
Request fire mission over.
So my mortars are 107s. These rockets are 114. So this is, like I said, this is gonna be pretty nasty.
Fire mission request over. Request fire mission out. Request fire mission over.
So all.
Request fire mission out.
Alright, so let's watch this go down. So I've just, on my channel, I've been putting out a shit ton of videos of just random games, different games I play. But it seems like, oh my god, look at that. Oh my god. But it seems like a lot of people have been watching my combat mission videos over everything else. And they're the longest, most dry videos, so. But I do love combat mission games, so I'm going to keep putting them out. But if anyone has any suggestions on what to play or what they want to see me play, just send me a comment or comment on the videos. So yeah, I don't see how anything could possibly. Look at all the pockmarks already. Now there is some strikes happening back here a little bit. I can't tell. That would be either them calling artillery on me, and I just fucked their spotter up so much that now the artillery is going to be inaccurate, or that was just some spotter ons from my own shit. No, that's definitely some of their stuff, I would think. Maybe not. I don't know. That's... Oh, just leveled that building. This actually looks like a pretty fun map, though. I don't like too much water in the maps, but... I never really buy the air support either. The air support is pretty clutch, though, sometimes. Like, you get the fighter bombers, and you call those in out of nowhere, especially if you got the vehicle spotted. Like, as the Americans... If you spot a Tiger tank or some Panthers or some shit, they can be real clutch to have fighter bombers. But at the same time, they're a real roll of the dice because sometimes their bombs don't land right on the spot. Look at that. I can even tell what's what. Now, just the sheer crater size will give you an indication of what's what, though. Let's just see if I can see one that's different from another. Like right here, more than likely this is... All these little pockmarks are the rockets and or mortar fire. Those are like 107s, the rockets are 114, so most of this is rocket fire. This, however, that's going to be your 150 plus or whatever. So... You see a couple of those pockmarks. These are like 155s, or I had some 200 plus millimeter guns, some cannons. It said. I'm just gonna let all the ammo run out, and I might just drive my tanks up the road just to give a peek, see if anyone's still alive, end the video. I more or less did this just for fun. I wasn't playing this seriously. I've got way more points than them, so it's not even fair, but I did also want to just open up to suggestions of what I should be playing for combat mission. If anyone has any questions about the games, feel free to ask, or if you, like I said, want to comment on what I should be playing, let me know. I put a broad range of games on my channel just to see what would get more hits, I guess. I mean, I play all the games I put on my channel, but more or less these combat mission is the game I enjoy playing the most, because I love strategy. And I'm a big World War II geek. The Black Sea, combat mission Black Sea is like a... It's like Ukraine, Russia, NATO fighting each other, modern day or like the near future, like 2024. So that's really fun too. It's just everything has such lethality. Everyone's got an automatic weapon. All the weapons on the BMPs, BTRs, tanks are all guided missiles and all that. So it's just a lot more of a dangerous game. I don't know if I probably enjoy the World War II ones a little bit more, but it is fun to play a modern one every once in a while. Just look at the amount of pockmarks here. Two buildings down that round. So, I don't know. It costs a lot of points to buy support, but I do think the rockets are a nice preemptive strike for an assault. I do think the heavy mortars are good. For their price, I'm saying. Of course, these other huge guns are awesome, but they just cost so damn much. So I would probably recommend, if you're going to buy support, go with the place rockets, which, like I said, were these... what were they called here? Not the T-34s, but I think they were T-72s, or T-27 E2s. These had more. So this is firing for one more minute. One more minute. He's a slow howitzer, so it's 4 guns, and they got 48 more rounds, so this would be firing for... See, and these are going to be firing for a long ass time. 15, 12, 12, 3, 16... I think I could have done a quicker mission for him. I think I'll do another 4 turns probably and just see what happens after that. Maybe creep some of these tanks up just to see if I can spot anyone in distress. The thing, I guess, if anyone owns any of the combat missions and would like to do like player versus player, I'm down for that too, so just send me a message. More or less, I'm just looking for comments. I mean, I don't care about thumbs up or if you subscribe or anything like that, but just any suggestions are welcome. Or questions. If you think this might be a game you're interested in and you just have some questions, which one would be a good one to buy first? Me personally, I like the Red Thunder one. That's like Russians during Bagration. That's Russians and Germans. So you got flame tanks, PPSHs, shit like that. KB1s, T-34s. Some sweet shit there. Honestly, I love them all. The Italian one's super fun. Gustav Line and Fortress Italy, I think they're called. Yeah, Gustav Line, Fortress Italy, and then there's Normandy, and I think it's not called Beyond Overlord. That's like the original one. I'm not sure. There's like 3 of them out. Market Gardens, one of them. That's an expansion. But this final Blitzkrieg, this would be their latest iteration. That's funny. So, looks like I did receive some fucking MG42 fire from maybe around here. And then this guy just spotted a... I think that's a mortar, maybe? It's a tank destroyer. I think that's what that's called. Yeah, there's like a mortar 3 or 2 or something. So this guy looked at him. What I'm going to do is open up all my tanks, which just means their guy's going to come out of the hatch, and they can spot better, but they can also get hit easier, of course. But then they're manning the 50 cal. So this is just for fun, so I'm probably making this longer than it needs to be, but actually we're gonna have him stay back because he's calling in the ordnance. couple more turns of this and I'll end this video. Just look at how bad this place is just fucking shelled up though. See, there now the commander's heads are out when they're opened up like that. So sometimes it's fun to do kind of like a... Whoa, who the fuck's shooting at this guy? Some sort of MG42 over here. Oh, here we go. That's all. That's the worst thing too. So you oh, somehow I ended up with a 105. So that's why you don't open up, is I'm not even scared of sniper fire as much as I am these MG42s. Takes one little blurb and bam, they fucking cut your head off. I think it's the commander who sticks his head out too, so that's, you end up losing a commander, then your fucking tank's not as efficient. So he's still got 44 rounds, he's got 44 rounds, he's got 48, 48. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got 200 plus rounds that I'm still dropping. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. Create a bit of a tank front, actually. Expose myself quite a bit. Oh, I forgot to button them up. Alright. Well, I am going to just have everyone button up here. I'm just going to plunge everyone into the attack, so I'm going to end this video. Like I said, comment, subscribe, ask questions, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. These combat mission videos are the ones that are getting most reaction. I've only had this channel up for probably, I think at the beginning of June is when I started it, and I'm already, I think, past 1,300 views, so I'm getting like 400 plus views a month, which isn't which isn't big by any means, but I don't have no plans to monetize or anything like that, so this is all just for fun. So, I mean, to basically getting a little bit more than 10 people to view my channel a day, which is weak as shit, but that's right. Alright, one more time. Here. Knocked out something. What the hell did they buy? Oh, this is like a Puma maybe, or like not even a Puma, because Puma's like 50mm. This is like an assault. It's like a 75mm support gun or assault gun. I'm gonna end it there. There's probably nothing really left alive. Wasn't enough to just make them surrender right away, but so let's ceasefire it. So, I mean, besides the martyr I killed, which is a couple of probably 3 to 5 men, I killed 147. Wounded 72. But if you consider it, I mean, they still had a third of their troops, or more than a third of their troops left. How they even survived all that is beyond me. What kind of formation is this? Panzer Grenadiers? Yeah. Sturmgewehren, MG42s. Put up a wicked defense. God knows how many of them are just dead. Squads completely. I got caught in the open. These guys got caught in the open. These guys got caught in the open. These guys got caught in the open. What they have over here? Damn, dude. I just fucking obliterated them. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed that. That's just kind of... Oh, geez, they had a stout defense here still. Wow. Hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, anything like that, post comments, subscribe. Alright.